Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today. We are going to be unpacking Chapter 1 of a seriously incredible 10-part tutorial called MLOps Mastery, a strategic tutorial for IT professionals. Look, if you're an IT leader or manager and you've been tasked with dragging artificial intelligence out of the research lab and actually getting it to work in the real world, well, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to look at the fundamental realities of operationalizing AI at an enterprise scale. And specifically, we're going to focus on why this is, without a doubt, an IT mandate and not just some data science experiment.
All right, let's just dive right in. The source material we're exploring today comes to us from Virtualization Options LLC, which is a Colorado-based technology research, education, and advisory organization. They've put together this highly comprehensive 10-chapter program that basically acts as a strategic playbook for IT teams. Now, it covers everything from pipeline automation all the way to generative AI governance. But today, we're hyper-focused on Chapter 1. We really need to establish a foundational understanding of what MLOps actually is and exactly how you can start implementing it in your own environment.
I want to start off by hitting you with a completely wild statistic right out of the gate. So according to an analysis by Algorithmia, 55%, yes, 55% of businesses that are actively engaged in machine learning have literally not yet deployed a single model to production. I mean, just think about that for a second. More than half of all these organizations investing massive time, talent, and capital into AI are completely stuck at the starting line when it comes to actually using it in the real world.
So how do we actually fix this? Well, our syllabus for today outlines a really clear framework to bridge that gap. We're going to quickly cover 1. The AI production gap, 2. The paradigm shift, 3. The maturity diagnostic, 4. The operating model, and 5. The 90-day implementation roadmap. Okay, Part 1. The AI production gap. Why MLOps fails without IT.
So here is the harsh operational reality. The industry is failing to productionize AI simply because it's being treated like a science fair project rather than a core IT infrastructure requirement. Notice the secondary finding from that Algorithmia analysis. 18% of these businesses required 90 or more days for just a single deployment. Taking over 3 months just to deploy a model? That illustrates a massive, crippling infrastructure complexity. Data scientists, they're brilliant at algorithms, right? But deploying, scaling, and maintaining software in a live environment, that's an operational infrastructure problem. And that is exactly what IT has to solve.
Moving on to Part 2, the paradigm shift. Defining MLOps.
And this brings us to a really necessary shift in perspective. The source material formally defines MLOps as the combination of people, processes, and technology to productionize machine learning solutions efficiently. It basically sits right there at the intersection of data science, data engineering, and DevOps. And guys, this isn't just some fleeting trend. The MLOps market is actually projected to grow 43% within the next 5 years. So IT teams that step up and build this capability right now, they aren't just solving a headache, they're gaining a durable competitive advantage.
To really wrap our heads around why IT needs to take the reins here, we have to look at the landmark NeurIPS paper called Hidden Technical Debt in Machine Learning Systems by D. Scully and his colleagues. They essentially establish that the actual ML code, the model itself, is just the tip of the iceberg. It is literally the absolute smallest box in the overall system. The vast majority of a real-world ML system is that massive chunk of ice underwater. Stuff like data collection, configuration, machine resource management, serving infrastructure, monitoring tools, the whole shebang. And all of that underlying mass, that is squarely in IT's domain.
So the crucial takeaway here is that IT has distinct, absolutely non-negotiable mandates in this new world. First, reproducibility, ensuring every experiment and deployment is fully traceable and repeatable. Second, robustness, building systems that degrade gracefully and recover automatically when things inevitably go wrong. Third, observability. You need end-to-end visibility from the raw data all the way to the live predictions. And fourth, security and compliance, embedding governance at every single pipeline stage, not just kind of bolting it on at the end. These core disciplines rely heavily on pipeline automation and model registries, and they simply cannot be delegated to data scientists.
All right, Part 3, the maturity diagnostic. Where do you stand?
Obviously, before you can build this infrastructure, you have to honestly assess where you currently are. Let's look at how this builds using Microsoft Azure's MLOps maturity model, which is the industry standard here. At level 0, you have no MLOps. It's all manual, notebook-driven chaos with zero reproducibility, a critical IT risk. Level 1, you have software DevOps, but ML is still manual. Data scientists are basically just tossing models over the IT fence and hoping for the best. Level 2 introduces automated training pipelines and a model registry, but deployment is still mostly manual. Truthfully, most enterprises today are stuck right here in levels 1 or 2, but you want to climb that staircase. Level 3 brings in full CI/CD for automated deployment and canary releases, and finally, level 4 is the holy grail. Full MLOps. You've got continuous training triggered by data drift, automated rollbacks, and governance as code.
Which leads perfectly into part 4, the operating model, structuring your MLOps team.
Knowing your maturity level is only half the battle, right? Who is actually going to do the work? Notice the distinct domains here. Your tech lead or ML architect sets the strategy. Your data engineer owns the data pipelines. But look really closely at those middle 2 rows. Your data scientist builds and validates the models, but it is the ML engineer, sitting firmly on the IT side, who automates the infrastructure and actually transforms those experimental models into hardened production services. The data scientists build them, the ML engineers in IT, they run them.
And I definitely want to briefly highlight a rapidly emerging requirement for these IT teams, especially as everyone rushes toward generative AI: cost observability. Tracking cost per inference, tracking total model spend, and setting up budget alerts with auto-throttling, that is an absolutely critical new IT responsibility. Without this, these deployments can literally burn through budgets overnight. It's totally non-negotiable.
Finally, part 5, the 90-day implementation roadmap.
So we understand the gap, we know the maturity levels, and we have the team structure. How do we execute? Well, for the IT leaders watching, here's your immediate homework for the next 2 months. Days 1 through 30, run that maturity assessment we just talked about. Identify 1 or 2 high-value machine learning use cases to act as your pilots, and crucially, define your success KPIs, like deployment frequency. Then, for days 31 through 60, split into 2 phases. Phase A, stand up your model registry and implement a basic CI/CD pipeline for your pilot. Phase B, deploy your monitoring stack, complete with drift detection. It's a targeted sprint just to get that first real win on the board.
So here is the ultimate question I want to leave you with today. Your data scientists built the model, but is your IT team actually ready to run it? If the answer is no, or even, I'm not sure, then the roadmap we've covered today is your starting line. Mastering MLOps is how you stop treating AI like a science fair project and start treating it like mission-critical enterprise software. And that wraps up our explainer of Chapter 1. This definitely sets the stage for the deep technical dives coming in Chapter 2 of the tutorial. Keep learning, keep building, and I will see you in the next explainer.